This is your girl, Sugary Girl Kenny 2012, and I'm here to bring you guys a news article. First, I want to say I apologize for not having any videos up for the past week. I've just been going through a whole lot, which has actually prevented me from doing anything really, being online much or anything of that nature. So, this is like one of the first days where I'm not actually running around too much, so I'm able to make this video. But anyway, let me get to what this is about. So you guys already know about the DLC leaking, the DLC in the season pass leaking when from GameStop when it wasn't supposed to, with the page DLC and all that other stuff and whatnot. And it came out that it was $25. Actually, $5 more than what it cost last year and the year before. I bought two of them before because I couldn't bear playing through any of Road to WrestleMania for WWE 2K15 or anything of WWE 13, because like literally after 2011, I believe. No, let me just say 2010, I believe, was like the last good. Well, maybe 2011 had its good moments, but 2010 for me was like one of the last times, like the whole Road to WrestleMania was honestly good to me, to be honest. Like after that, it just went to shit, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't want to play it to unlock nothing. I didn't want to put in no type of work for something I didn't like. So I bought the season pass, which unlocked pretty much everything, and I didn't have to do no work to get any of it. And I was like, okay, yeah, good. But I don't know. This year it sounds okay. It doesn't sound too bad. But I'm just hoping, let me just read this and just hoping that $25 is going to be a lot of stuff, worth a lot of, just a lot of things worth that $25, because that's a freaking lot. Okay, so let me, scroll down. Oh, crap. Sorry for the lagginess, y'all. I apologize in advance. Just currently cleaning out the computer and but anyway, so, okay, wait a minute. These fucking pop-ups and shit. So, let me close this. Okay. So it reads, post-release content has become a huge part of almost every major video game release. It has changed the way we view games and even evaluate them. Back in the day, a game was released and whatever issues it had, you were focused to deal with. Now there are patches to fix almost anything. Also, developers had to put all the content intended for the game on the disc or cartridge from the beginning. Like that was a problem. Like put all of it on the disc would usually means the game is finished, but when they do all this DLC crap, it feels like the game is unfinished. You know what I'm saying? So, the fuck. Okay, let me stop this. Okay, here I'm back. Had to take a little break due to some interruptions. So, as I was saying, hoping that this DLC and this season pass or whatever is in it, I'm really hoping that it's worth it, because it's $5 more than it was last year, and it just feels like money grubbing. Which makes you honestly ask, is it going to be that much for the PS3 and the Xbox 360 as well? Because, obviously, they're, with the whole changes in the face scan and among other things, it's not going to all be the same. So let's read on. Post-release content has become a huge part of almost every major video game release. It has changed the way we view games and even evaluate them. Back in the day, a game was released and I read all of that, and I was actually saying, when they said developers put all the content intended for the game on a disc or cartridge from the beginning. Well, see, they're making it seem like that was a problem. Like, because at least back then, we knew the game was finished and we got everything on that cartridge or on that disc. Now that almost every developer, well, I can't even say almost every developer, because every developer is doing this right now, except, the indies and the smaller ones. But it seems like when they give us content like this, I don't know, like, I'm like 50-50 on this. Like, my other 50 is like, okay, maybe they couldn't completely put it on the disc, so we can download it and blah, blah, blah. And the other is that, we have to pay for it. And we're putting more than the intended $60 into this game that was meant to be put in. At the same time, it is optional, but at the same time, you feel like if you don't have it, you know, it's gonna feel like an unfinished product, which with them doing this makes the game feel like it's unfinished. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was not a problem to be able to put everything on disc, because obviously, you know, they didn't have what they have today. And you know, I guess, well, today they have a lot more to work with, a lot more space. So I don't know, man, this is crazy. Now downloadable content not only extends the playability of the game, but it also increases the earning potential for each title. The WWE 2K brand is in tune with both concepts. On Thursday, it was announced that the Season Pass offer will be in effect for the upcoming WWE 2K15 video game. The announcement was already confirmed, a playable version of WWE Diva Paige. Now, a lot of people were upset with this because, one, Season Pass is $25, and two, because, well, apparently I don't know, but I haven't watched wrestling. Excuse me. I haven't fully watched an episode of wrestling in some years. I usually just like catch it on and off from now and then sometimes, but I don't like literally. I haven't sat down to watch a whole full WWE episode in years. So, but it said that she has been on the roster for a pretty long time, and even won, I believe, 2 titles. And they said a lot of people are finding it ridiculous that you have to buy the $25 season pass just to get this particular diva, and she's already a part of the roster. Like, people are asking, why couldn't y'all just put her in the game? Like, what's the problem with that? And I think it's pretty ridiculous too, especially if she's part of the main roster and has been for a long time already. Then it's pretty stupid to put her as DLC, and I don't know, but I don't know. For those who aren't, okay, this is the tweet. For those who aren't familiar with how it works, here's a breakdown. Essentially, there's a healthy amount of post-release content made available to gamers a la carte or inexclusively for a reduced one-time fee. This year, the offer will focus primarily on the 2K Showcase single-player campaign. The mode recreates legendary rivalries from the WWE's storied history. Initially, the game will feature the rivalries between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, as well as CM Punk and John Cena. What a surprise. More rivalries will be made available via the Season Pass. Some may not like the fact that an integral part of the game is only available for additional purchase. I'm one of those people. Well, I'm like 50-50, but I'm one of those people. Well, half of those people. But the repetitiveness toward the concept depends on how in-depth each rivalry is and what the rewards and unlockables are. Exactly. Like, what the heck are we getting? In the past, similar modes were key in unlocking many of the game's additional characters, arenas, championships, etc. There would likely need to be a little more available to keep the community uproar at a minimum. Exactly, because when you're charging $25 for something that was $20 for the past 2 games, yeah, people are gonna look at it as like, what the hell? What the hell is in this season pass that's making it $25 fucking dollars? We don't know all of the details yet, but last year's Season Pass was available for $19.99. As I said before, I purchased the previous ones is because I didn't see the need to play through any of the game to unlock anything, because they just were not appealing to me like it was. I believe 2010 was the last time I enjoyed a road to WrestleMania mode in the game, and I enjoyed unlocking everything. But after seeing how much each sucked and not actually wanting to play like 30 years of WrestleMania or play something that I watched on TV years ago, I just opted to just buy the Season Pass and unlock every damn thing, because I didn't feel like going through that, and it was just not appealing to me at all. But it included 3 content updates. Gamers could purchase each one separately, with components costing $1.99, $7.99, or $8.99 per WWE.com. A total of 19 additional wrestlers, more than 30 new moves, and creation parts were unlocked. That's also what I like too. I got some new moves. I got some tattoos. I got some new tunts, I believe, and what else? Yeah, about 30 mainly moves and tons and blah blah blah, but they were actually pretty good, so I actually enjoyed that part. Per GameStop, this year's pass will cost $24.99. Ouch. If the takeaways are identical to or too similar to what was offered from the 30 years of WrestleMania mode in the WWE 2K14, the experience might be damaged. No shit. No part of 30 years of WrestleMania had to be accessed through DLC, and it was a rewards and rewarding experience. Exactly, but I didn't play it all the way, let me say it like that, because I played some of it, but then I was like, I don't want to play through something I watched on TV years ago. I can just go watch it on YouTube, and it's not PG, and we all know how this road to WrestleMania is, considering we knew how WWE was years and years ago, and now to have that content like PG'd out, I definitely wasn't going to play it. Potentially 2K Showcase could be even bigger. There could be more gameplay in the long run and opportunity to unlock more content. Though the 2K Showcase focuses on one feud at a time and not as a wide range of years as 30 years of WrestleMania, the singular focus will allow gamers to be thrust into the backstories of the conflict even more. So this DLC is basically based off of that aspect of the game, my career mode and blah blah blah. Okay. So I don't know, do they want this to be more of a single player experience or something you play online with your friends or whatever? I mean, I honestly don't have a problem with the single player portion, because I'm used to doing a lot of things on my own anyway in terms of these games and blah 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 and what I upload. So I mean, I don't honestly see too much of a problem with it, but maybe it will be for others that play a lot online. Presentation, mic work, and the like will weigh heavy here. The developers are charged with transporting the gamer to the time period being relived. Okay. Each feud must feel like compelling chapters in a long and fulfilling book that ultimately makes up the 2K Showcase mode on the whole. Unlockable should bring about a sense of accomplishment, but obviously there will still likely be a way to simply unlock everything if one chooses to have quick access to all the game's gems. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to still have that little piece of the DLC that's going to allow you to unlock every single thing in the game without having to do nothing. But if this is worth it, if this whole my career mode and everything that they're saying is worth it, then I'll gladly just play through it and unlock everything naturally instead of, purchasing it. But if it's not, I'm going to be the first person, obviously not, to purchase that DLC and unlock everything, because, if done properly, 2K Showcase could keep even the most skilled gamers playing WWE 2K15 single player campaign for months. If it isn't completely fleshed out, it'll be a good idea that simply fell flat. Let's hope for the former, meaning you play it one time and you wouldn't play it no more after that. So yeah, I'm with this person, I'm with this author, hoping that this is all good, hoping that everything turns out, because like I said before, I know I bitch and I whine a lot about this game and this series, and it's only because I want to see change, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people want to see change as well. I don't want to just keep being, ass fucked. I don't want to keep just being stuck with the same old things and just being quiet about everything and just being it as be. Some people may be like that, but I'm personally not like that. I like to use my voice, and I'm not going to kiss the ass of the developers. If I find something wrong with the product, and I'm going to mention it in the video, or I'm going to say it, or I'm going to tweet them or whatever and tell them, you guys need to fix this or do something about this or blah blah blah, because I do want to get fixed. I do like playing this series. I do like creating characters, no doubt about that. I just want to see some improvements, and not just me, again, many other people want to also see improvements to the series too. So for the people that are with the back, kissing 2K's ass and with them through the whole way, whatever it is, and saying da 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 and backing them up and all this other shit, well, you go do you. But I'm going to keep on opening my mouth, and I'm going to keep on using my voice. And if you have a problem with it, I honestly do not know why you are watching my damn video in the first place, dude, because I am very, very, very vocal when it comes to shit like this. I'm going to speak it, dude. I don't care if I like the company or if I dislike the company or not, but it's going to be heard and said, because not everything, but certain series or games need those improvements, and sometimes it can come from the mouths of the fans and blah blah blah. Some of it can be positive and some of it can be negative. I'm not saying to take everything in stride, because some things are obviously going to be negative and stupid, but there are the few out there that are actually positive and whatnot. So those were my thoughts, my overall thoughts. What do you guys think of the season pass costing $25? And have you purchased any season passes in the past? I have, for the past two games, WWE 13 and WWE 2K14. And what do you think about, having to purchase that particular season pass? That particular season pass, like there's many. Having to purchase the season pass to get Paige in game, and she's being a part of the major roster in WWE now. Do you think it's kind of stupid that they would include her instead of just actually putting her in the game? But maybe they just do this with new characters now. I don't know. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll try to get back to your comments as fast as I can. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for subscribing if you did. And that's it. Leave it down below. Deuces.